Happy Friday morning, everybody. This is Comic King with who am I with?
Hey, I'm Comic Kid. Today we're doing another comic book review.
Yeah, I got a shipment of CGC books in yesterday.
Yeah.
Value tier.
Mostly Marvel.
Mostly Marvel. Yeah, the first one's a DC book. It's a mix of Bronze Age and Silver Age. The first book we have is Brave and the Bold, number 57. And that is from December of 64 to January of 65. I like the cover. It's the first appearance in the origin of Metamorpho. It's also the first appearance of Sapphire Stagg, Simon Stagg, and Jabba.
Wait, it's the first appearance of Metamorpho?
Uh-huh.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's actually pretty cool.
It is. And so, an interesting story here. This book, along with, I think, some books I did in a previous video, was from a batch that I purchased someplace other than my local comic shop. So to me, that's in the wild. And I got I think a really good deal on them. And that's why I had them graded. And I know some of these are not the most valuable books, but sentimental value for me because I found them all at once. I want to get them encapsulated. And Metamorpho, I think, is a pretty cool character, and I would love to see him in some DC movies.
Yeah, probably. That's what I was thinking. And maybe some other new comic book characters, like maybe even the Defenders.
Well, that would be Marvel, right?
Yeah, but still, we're talking about stuff like
I still want a nice copy of Defenders number 10. I know it's not a big dollar book,
well,
but
at least I got a different copy of
Defenders 1.
Yeah, Defenders number 1, which is lowest of.
Yeah.
Which kind of
See, I don't really care how much a book is worth in terms of if I'm going to own it. I just care if I like the story and the artwork.
Yeah, me too.
I mean, sure, I'd love if you told me...
This one was pretty cool.
Yeah, I mean, if you told me I could have an Action Comics number 1 and a 9.0 grade, of course I'm going to take it, but I'm going to immediately, I say immediately, but I'm going to find an offer and sell it and put some of that money towards some other things that I would enjoy, because I can't appreciate a multi-million-dollar comic book.
Why is that there?
That's because we're going to ask people what do they think the grade is. So.
Oh, that's really good.
Yeah, so we've got, a little bit of a roll there.
That's actually looks pretty cool.
It does look pretty cool.
On the bottom, it looks pretty cool.
Yeah, he has, yeah. And, there's a little bit of staining along the spine.
Okay, now to move on.
Hold on. No. Don't be impatient. Please. There's a little bit of a crease that breaks color up in the upper right corner there. It is a blue label. What grade do you guys think this book is?
Read the comments in below.
It is a 7.5 off-white pages. Let me see if you can see that. Let's see.
Can you see
7.5. Happy with it. Again, I didn't buy these to sell them. They're going to stay in my collection, most of these, except maybe one or two. So, I'm very happy to have it. I wish it was white pages, because I love white page books. And the Comic Kid is my assistant here. And I need to put...
tape.
Yeah.
Some tape in the paper. We're going to do that tape in the paper thing.
That's right, buddy.
Oh, I think you reviewed this one before.
No, the one I reviewed before was a different copy of this.
Oh, this one is a different one, but...
Yeah. So the one I reviewed before... Well, let me tell you. The one I reviewed before was in the same video I did. So this is Amazing Spider-Man 121, The Death of Gwen Stacy. In that same video before, I also did 121, 300, and Fantastic Four number 50.
Yeah,
or 52. 52, yeah. First Black Panther. And so those I all bought like 8 or 10 years ago at a comic book shop.
Yeah, okay, now...
Hold on. Let me tell the story, just so you understand. You got to be patient, buddy. This one I purchased actually at a shop that didn't specialize in comic books, but they had it. And I think I paid like $70 for it.
Wow, that's a lot.
I mean, it's a lot, but it's a book.
Not much as 100.
Well, no. But it's a book I really enjoy, and I read it. And, I mean, I really love a yellow cover. That's why, if you take away the difference in values...
What?
Well, let me finish. I would take a Superman number 1 over an Action Comics number 1 if I couldn't sell them. because I love yellow covers. I just think they're really cool. And they point out every single flaw. Okay. So we can see here there's some smudging along the boot. There's some wear at the staple.
Wait,
there's a little crease.
Who's that?
I'm not sure.
And I think he's someone that works for him. And that's Green Goblin.
Well, we know what we're going to have to do, bud? We're going to have to get a reader copy that you can have of this. Like a really beat-up copy that you can just read it. That way you understand who everybody is. How's that sound?
Yeah.
Okay.
Especially this person.
Yeah.
The bottom corner.
And
that must be Flash right there. The one with the yellow hair.
Maybe.
Yeah, he probably is going to be Flash.
Is Flash Marvel?
Yeah, Flash. Yeah, Flash is... No, it's a person named Flash.
Oh, okay. You don't actually mean Flash, the superhero.
Just
Okay.
A man.
I got you.
And it's Aunt May.
Yep.
Gwen Stacy.
I think Gwen was pretty neat. Except for, it makes her look like she either has scratches or whiskers on her face. You know, age marks, I think is what they're trying to show. But anyway, yeah, it's a classic book. It's the Gwen Stacy. And of course, there's a Green Goblin appearance because that's who, the spoiler alert, that's who kills Gwen Stacy. So, you know, point out some flaws. Again, there's some creasing here that breaks color, wear at the staple, a smudge mark on the boot, a little scuff in the bottom corner there. The wrap is actually not too bad. And I mentioned the color breaking crease there. Overall, it's, you know, it's a good copy to have on display. What do you guys think this would grade? Let me try and do...
I think this is a pretty, maybe like in the middle, so maybe like a 5, maybe, something like that.
A 5, huh?
I don't even know what it is. Maybe a 5.
Yeah, it came out as...
I was close.
You were close, buddy.
It was a 6.
A 6.5 with white pages, which to me is really important. I mean, sure, you'd love to have a 9.8, right? But I mean, I don't really care that much unless I'm going to sell it. If I had a 9.8...
This one is a better copy.
Well, as far as the grade goes. But if I had a 9.8 in this book, I would sell it and, you know, get another copy that's lower grade just to enjoy it and appreciate it. Very few books do I care if they're super high grade.
This is a better grade than the other one. The other one I think was a 4 maybe.
Now this one I think you're going to like.
Can I see? I really can't wait for it. Do you have any tape? Make sure you... Oh, it's a good thing we don't have... Okay, now that is really, really awesome.
Why do you like it? Now don't touch it because we don't want the stand to fall down, but point. Well, you touched it, but okay.
And wait, who's...
That's Ultron.
Oh, and what does that say? Die, Avengers die?
That's right, buddy. Not bad for a 6-year-old, huh?
Yeah.
So who do we have here? Who's that?
Iron Man? I don't really know.
I think that's Goliath. I think it's Hawkman as Goliath, or Hawkeye as Goliath.
There's Vision, Thor. I don't really know who that guy is. Oh, I didn't even see her Wasp.
Yep.
I didn't even see her.
Yep. This is, again, one of the books that I purchased.
Wait, well, Black Panther's probably going to be in it because there.
Okay. Just please don't touch it, though, buddy. Because not that I'm worried about the case. I just don't want... The holder is not the most secure. I don't want it to fall down, okay?
Okay.
All right, thanks. So, again, this is one of those books I mentioned... Wait, let me...
Secure it.
Okay. This is one of those books I purchased along with the Brave and the Bold I talked about from a non-comic book shop. It was just a place that sells odds and ends. So I was really happy to get it. Now, let's talk about some of the flaws with the book. Lower right-hand corner, there's a little bit of a crease. Breaks color a few times. Bottom right corner, color break. Tick marks on the spine.
I
can't tell if that's a smudge mark there or not. And well, you can't see. Let me see. A smudge mark up there.
Besides all of that.
Yeah, but you know, I mean, it presents well. It presents really nicely.
And it looks really awesome.
The colors, I mean, the colors really pop, don't they?
Yeah.
I think it's a pretty cool looking book.
Yeah, because the colors are amazing. I still like how they made Ultron because Ultron is never yellow. See that yellow right there?
Oh, yeah, it could be a reflection. Who knows? But let me ask you this. What do you think the grade on this will be?
Maybe like I don't know if that's like from the page or just color.
That's how it's supposed to be.
Maybe the sun.
Yeah, no, it's on the page. What do you think this would grade?
Maybe a 6 or 5 or maybe even a 7.
7!
Boom!
With white pages. I just think it's a cool book. And of course, you know, the advertisement
on the back.
It's pretty cool.
They always usually do that advertisement. I even have a comic book that has that.
Yeah, you do.
I'm going to go look closer on this one.
Yeah, you go look at that comic, kid.
I'm going to look close. Yeah, this is a really cool comic.
Now, this one I was not happy with because it came back a purple label. Said that it was restored. But we'll get to that. I think it's a really cool cover.
Oh, it looks like that Vision maybe died.
They say only the Vision could tell us how to save the Earth, and he may never speak again. Uh-oh. This is Ultron. This is Avengers 68. You know, and I haven't been saying the numbers on the other books. The previous book was Avengers 67. This is Avengers 68.
I'm not happy that they put purple.
I know, a restored grade. I wonder what it is.
But I really like the cover. That's something I really, really like.
Yeah, me too, bud.
I really, really like the cover.
It's pretty cool, and this is one of those ones I bought at the odds and end shop. You know, it's not in the best condition. Let's see, down in the bottom, there's creases, there's color break. Looks like there's staining. If this were a higher end book, I certainly would have had it cleaned. There's water stains across the top, which you guys probably can't see.
Can I see?
I don't know if you can see here.
Oh, yeah, I can kind of see.
And then up here in the...
Yeah, I can see it now.
So, and then let's look at the back. Same advertisement.
Yep, they always show an advertisement.
So what grade would you say this gets, bud?
Probably like a 4 or 5 or 6.
Well, pick one.
5.
You think a 5? 4.5. And it's an apparent, which I guess means restored. I don't think I've seen the word apparent before in a book, but...
And I've never seen a purple.
Well...
I never ever seen
I think one of my Ms. Marvels came back restored, or was it... No, that one wasn't restored. It was qualified because the staple was detached. That's what it was. Yeah, I don't know. I don't see any color touch, so we'll have to see what the notes say. I think there's only one book left. Yes, this is a book I've been waiting to get back for a while.
Is it from the wild or not?
No, this is... Remember I told you I bought a bunch of books like 8 or 10 years ago? This is one of those books.
Is that Submariner?
Yes. Oh. Submariner and Dr. Doom teaming up. So this is Fantastic Four number 6 from September of '62.
No, I want one of those.
Yeah, I bet you do.
But,
wait, let me tell everybody what it is real quick. Let me just read this real quick.
And then I'm going to point out.
First Marvel team up, first Marvel villain team up, second appearance of Dr. Doom and the Silver Age Submariner. What do you want to point out?
Look at this. There's like dust on there.
Well,
That's
I think...
what I don't really like. There's like
yeah,
dust.
I mean, it's some fading to the
Look
page.
right there. There's like a rip.
Yeah, I mean,
right
there's
there.
a rip. Sure,
It looks like a rip, kind of.
It's certainly a lower grade copy.
Yeah, it's certainly, definitely.
But guess what?
You don't really care.
I don't care because we own it.
Yeah.
And I bought it years ago, and
there looks like a little thing right there. I don't know what it is, but
that's like a wing on his foot.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, those look like wings.
Yeah. So you can see there's
Wait,
some missing page.
Can be a bad guy and a good guy.
Mm-hmm.
So like Boba Fett.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's actually a really good analogy, buddy, or parallel. So let's just talk about some of the flaws with this book, right? You can see, hopefully you guys can see, there's some Marvel chipping across the right-hand side of the cover. Pretty significant. There's I don't know what it's technically considered, but fading all in this area.
Yeah, like a rip right there. Like that.
Yeah, a rip here. It's probably about an inch rip.
There's like stuff on that corner right there.
Yeah.
Like that thing.
Yeah, there's creasing all along the bottom, or not all along, but some creasing that breaks color. There's some fading. So yeah, this was a well-loved book, and I read it after I bought it, and I didn't